defined by the passing game. The Chargers are top 10 in pass yards. They're going up against the Bills, who will need to be ready to cover a lot of space.
Okay, Larry, we are about 11 miles south of the future home of the Chargers at the current home of the Chargers, and that's the StubHub Center in Carson. I'll tell you, you wouldn't think 30,000 people could make this noise. That's half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but this is no normal crowd. They are ready to go as their Chargers get set to match up with the Buffalo Bills. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Again, it's McCoy. Shrugs him off. And he's got room. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Oh, he's got it going early in this one. That's the shady McCoy. That's vintage right there, right? Breaking tackles, creating explosive runs. And if they don't take care of this early, look out. This guy's going to have a big, big day.
You know where he got that nickname Shady, by the way?
I know you're going to educate me on it. Help me out.
Mama gave him that name when he was a youngster.
And if Mama named him Shady, we're going to call him Shady.
Absolutely. Now a first down carry here for McCoy. LaShawn McCoy off to the races. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. You talk about explosion plays. Here's one pretty much right out of the gate.
And now they get to ride a wave of emotion, momentum, everything. Just as you described, right out of the gate. Big sprint, touchdown. They're excited. But on the other side, they've got to guard against a major letdown because they hit them right in the gut with that one. And now you start to question yourself a little bit when you give up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
In motion left comes Williams. Now Gordon on first down. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. And he's got some space here. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
10 more there and another first down. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Williams, a man in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. Into the secondary again. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Brandon Oliver, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from moving out in front. And he knocks it through. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll go again to McCoy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The defense in an enviable position here. The offense needs 13 yards. It's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Taylor. Going for the deep ball. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
Colton Schmidt, 4th-year man from UC Davis, on to punt it away. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They go again with Oliver. And room there to work it inside the 25. Yeah, he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. In motion is the tight end Gates. On 3rd down. That's Oliver. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
In motion is the tight end Gates. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far is working pretty well from them. And here's the...
And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Brandon Oliver with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line. While we have a minute, we remind you that later tonight we'll have a couple of NFC East rivals squaring off, the Eagles and the Cowboys from Big D.
Or Arlington. Got to make sure we get it right.
To be more precise there in the Metroplex. Then tomorrow night, Week 11, we'll wrap up with a playoff rematch from the divisional round a year ago, the Falcons and Seahawks, but this time from Seattle. They'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Play action, it's Taylor. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out, and they should be able to set up their guys with great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Here's Colton Schmidt now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Benjamin. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers getting set to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Hoping now to get back in the end zone on this 4th possession.
Here we go. Watch it now,
Benjamin, the man in motion left. A first down throw here for Rivers. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Oh, the spin.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this is complete. It's Allen. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. In motion left comes Williams. From the gun, Rivers. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his second touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Tre'Davious White on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And the Bills getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll start the drive with a carry by McCoy. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back, right at the 20. Third down, 15 yards still needed. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. Now it's Taylor. It's caught. Jones. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
Big-time throw on 4th.
Now, that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
They'll throw on first down with Taylor. The left side completion to Jones. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 4. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Let's go! Brad 38! Ohio! Ohio! Black round! Black round! Black round! Let's go! Black round! One,
They'll try and throw for it with Taylor. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now a play fake here on first down. Man up the left side, it's Williams. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit near the 34-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They go play action here on first down. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. off the play fake. Here's Taylor. He'll buy some time right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So we race the flag. Okay, let's not waste any more time, or certainly any more of Larry's time. Let's play ball. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Brandon Oliver now on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Play action now. Rivers. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Shaq Lawson in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Benjamin, the man in motion left. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Going deep here for Allen. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Kind of surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move them back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down. That's what counts more.
And following that penalty, the offense really backed up now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Drew Kaiser now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out if that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. And to give this time to the tailback. Good strength, but not able to get a whole lot. Tackled shy of the 10. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bills shaken up on the play. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. The Bills on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is third down and 12.
Let's go. 38. 38. Let's round. Ohio.
Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The Bills on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is third and 17. Out of the gun, it's Taylor. And that is incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And he'll try and hurry the kick, gets it away, but it's not looking that great. Returning, it's Benjamin. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Marcel Darius breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Second down, Rivers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on third down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. From the gun, Rivers. He's got a man. It's Williams. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Rivers on first down. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now they'll run it on the toss. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Here we go.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Let's go. Man 38. Man 38.
A give to Jones. And some room to maneuver. Jones breaking and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So they're going to go for two. To throw is Taylor. From the gun, he'll throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jason Verrett. Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Rivers now to throw on first down. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Oh, wide open, complete. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And his kick is right through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Taylor now operating from the gun. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football, But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Bills on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Come on, let's go. Ohio.
To throw is Taylor. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. They'll indeed go for it. It's Taylor. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Hey, turn his right. Watch turn in. Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And he is out of bounds, but not before taking this inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Williams, a man in motion right. Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. 2nd and goal from the 5. Here's a carry for Oliver. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers. Brandon Oliver with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And this Charger offense is running away with this one. And the lead is now an even 30. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Now Taylor to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Play fake. Rivers. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Marcel Darius in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations.
Well, the pressure gets to him again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Over. We got 3. We got 3. Ready. Alpha. Set. Hey. Kill. Hey, Rocky. Watching that, Barney. You got take.
From the gun, Rivers. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and get the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that is leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And here come the Bills. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now Taylor on 1st down. They'll roll him out right. And spins away. And some room to roll now. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills 1st down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Second down, 9 yards to go. He'll throw. Rolling to his right. Room here to run. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Taylor sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play here for Buffalo. And even 50 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
That gets them 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1 that was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Denzel Perryman with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. Maybe one final chance here to make this a bit more respectable as he'll go for it on 4th and goal. No move to pull the offense. Taylor's going to go for it.
Here we go. 190. 190.
Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. And we're hitting the end of this one, and it looks to probably be the final play. In motion left comes Williams. Now they'll run it on the toss. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And they do finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 41.